Throughout the country, it's not just private buyers like Andrew and Catherine rising to the challenge of turning deserted properties into unique homes. Local council empty property officers work tirelessly to track down the owners of abandoned houses and do everything within their power to bring these places back into circulation.
18 months ago, we went to Thanet in Kent to meet empty property officer Mike Thompson. He was a man on a mission to save the coastal region's many forgotten homes.
The government sets targets of building thousands and thousands of new homes, and there's all these properties laying empty, wanting to be brought back into use. I retire in just under 12 months, and it's my mission in life to leave a legacy of my work behind me.
There were 3,000 empty buildings across Kent for Mike to deal with.
Behind every empty property is a story, and it's the story I like to get a handle on and like to get to know.
The growth of package holidays in the 1980s left its mark on our seaside towns. As Brits went abroad, once splendid hotels fell empty. Mike's focus was on the building that had once stood proudly on this site, that was now boarded up.
I'm on my way now to the former Warren Court Hotel, where we've come up with a radical solution to save the beautiful frontages, and I'm here today to meet the architect and the developer to see the sort of progress they're making.
Originally a school, it was turned into the Warren Court Hotel at the height of Margate's tourism boom. The hotel closed down in 2002 and had been vacant ever since. A magnet for vandals and drug users, and subjected to 2 arson attacks, this vermin-infested property had become a health hazard to its neighbours. Mike and the Kent Council made a compulsory purchase of the building and were working with a local developer to regenerate the area and create quality social housing. This was an extremely ambitious project, as all that remained was the Warren Court facade.
So what have we got here then, Tanya?
Well, this is the proposed plan for the site.
The regeneration project included the building next door to the Warren Court, which was also being completely rebuilt.
We obviously have the front terrace, and then we've got the terrace of 3 units, and obviously the rear garden to the dwellings.
The most ambitious part of the scheme involved the area behind the hotel. This was going to be transformed with a complete terrace of houses built to provide affordable homes.
To actually get your hands on a project of this magnitude and bring something of real benefit to the community, providing 20 family homes, is really exciting and something I'm really proud to have hung my hat on. It's the icing on the cake for me.
"18 months later, Mike Thompson's hung his hat up for the last time and retired from his job. But his shoes have been filled by the equally tenacious Andrew Emerson. Today, Andrew's come to Margate to check up on the ambitious Warren Court project. The finished development looks spectacular and is a fitting tribute to his predecessor's hard work.
Morning, Bob. How are you? How you doing? Very good, very good. Look at this.
Bob Heapy oversaw the intricate construction work needed to bring these buildings back to their former glory.
How hard was it to actually keep the facades, retain those then, Bob?
Yeah, from an engineering perspective, it was quite difficult. It would have, of course, been a lot easier to knock the things down and start again. But we wanted to ensure that we were, complying with the conservation area.
And the plans for the new terrace at the back of the hotel have come magnificently to life. Designed to complement the surrounding period buildings, this row of houses looks like it's been there from the start.
Building. To get the 3-storey townhouses, again, looking very much like the existing properties in the square. Again, I think it just brings it all together.
12 new homes have been created on the terrace, and Andrew's been invited to take a look round one of them.
I've never been inside them before, so I'm very, very excited to get inside. I know they've been done to a very high standard. It's going to be an absolute treat to get inside the building and see what the actual interior finishes are like.
This development provides affordable housing for local families.
Hi, Leslie.
Hi.
Hi, I'm Andy from Thanet Council.
Oh, hello.
Leslie Clark spent 20 years on the council waiting list.
Go to the kitchen.
Wow, look at this space.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, look at the high ceilings. That's unbelievable.
Leslie's children have had to move from one privately rented flat to another all their lives.
What were the living arrangements like at your previous place?
My son was sleeping on the sofa downstairs, which wasn't an ideal arrangement. It was very dark compared to this with the high ceilings and the lovely light and space. We couldn't have asked for anything more. It's beautiful here.
The family only moved in 4 weeks ago, but already feel like part of the neighbourhood.
We've finally settled now, and at last, this can be our family home now.
The original buildings here were built when Margate was first coming into vogue as a holiday destination. Now, more than 100 years later, their renaissance is having a positive effect on the whole community.
That was absolutely amazing. Before, it was a piece of grass with some burnt-out buildings on it, and what we've got is a quality family development. And to come back and actually see a building which fits in with the conservation area, fits in with the keeping of the existing buildings around here is absolutely terrific.